Though you often find yourself rushing to the bathroom, feeling like your sleep is disrupted, or even constantly worried because your bladder never truly feels empty? These are very common signs of an enlarged prostate, a condition many older adults face. But what if I told you that some seemingly harmless drinks in your diet might actually be quietly making this condition worse? Imagine that, with just a glass of water or a cup of tea, you might be unknowingly making your symptoms of an enlarged prostate even more severe. The frustration of waking up in the middle of the night, facing a weak urine flow or difficulty stopping, these inconveniences could improve if you steer clear of those harmful drinks. Let's uncover the hidden culprits in your drink choices and discover how to replace them to improve prostate health, giving you better sleep and less anxiety during the day. So, let's dive into the list of drinks you should cut out immediately. Make sure not to miss the first one, it just might surprise you the most. 1. Fruit juice with added sugar. It may sound very beneficial, but in reality, it's the opposite. It's important to note that many types of fruit juices currently available on the market contain high levels of added sugar. In fact, a bottle of orange juice can contain up to 22 grams of sugar per serving, equivalent to 5 teaspoons of sugar. Consuming too much sugar can lead to a sudden spike in insulin levels, causing inflammation, a significant factor in the development of prostate diseases. Research published in Frontiers has identified that factors such as body mass index, unhealthy diets, and insulin levels in the body can all be related to the development of benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH. Additionally, what is less known is that increased inflammation can make it difficult for the prostate to shrink properly, prolonging a cycle of problems. This is an aspect that many people do not consider when making dietary choices. Therefore, when selecting beverages, it is essential to look beyond the label natural and read the ingredients to avoid any unpleasant surprises. To minimize these negative effects, consider choosing 100% natural fruit juice, but in small portions and not frequently. Instead, opt for whole fruits, which not only provide fiber but also many essential nutrients that are beneficial for overall health. Moreover, when drinking fruit juice, try diluting it with water to reduce the amount of sugar you consume. 2. Energy drinks. Let me share some important information about the harmful effects of soft drinks, especially energy drinks. Nowadays, many of us feel the need for a little energy to get through busy days, and energy drinks may seem like an easy choice. However, I want to warn you that this could be one of the worst decisions you can make. Energy drinks often contain a large amount of caffeine, which can be more than in a cup of coffee. Caffeine not only increases energy but also acts as a diuretic, meaning you will need to use the bathroom more frequently. Not only do they contain caffeine, but energy drinks also have high sugar levels, contributing to inflammation in the body, including the prostate. Inflammation is a major factor that can worsen prostate issues. I recommend that you limit your consumption of soft drinks and energy drinks, and instead choose natural sources of energy like water, fresh fruits, or nuts. These options not only provide energy but also help maintain your prostate health. 3. Coffee. For many of us, coffee is an essential morning companion, providing the energy boost we need to start our day. However, when it comes to prostate health, especially if you're dealing with benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, coffee consumption can worsen symptoms. Why do I say this? Because caffeine, a strong stimulant found in coffee, also has a diuretic effect, increasing urine production and, consequently, the frequency of urination. For those with BPH, this is information not to overlook. Studies show that caffeine exacerbates BPH symptoms by stimulating the bladder, leading to a feeling of urgency and lack of urinary flow control. In fact, a 2018 Mayo Clinic study found that men who consumed more than 200 milligrams of caffeine daily, the equivalent of 2 strong cups of coffee, were 72% more likely to experience severe urinary symptoms compared to those who limited their intake. Additionally, keep in mind that even decaffeinated coffee is not entirely safe for prostate health. Although decaf contains lower caffeine levels, it still has acidic compounds that can irritate the bladder and urinary tract. Therefore, if you're a regular coffee drinker dealing with BPH symptoms, switching to herbal teas may be more beneficial. Options like chamomile or ginger root tea offer alternatives that can soothe rather than stimulate the bladder. I want to emphasize that reducing or eliminating coffee is not simply about breaking a habit. This is a tangible step that can improve your quality of life. 4. Alcohol. The truth is that alcohol, although a popular beverage at social gatherings and special occasions, poses significant risks. Why? Because alcohol not only hinders bladder function but also directly impacts the development and health of the prostate. First, drinking alcohol stimulates the bladder, causing you to urinate more frequently. For men with an enlarged prostate, this frequent urge becomes a real nightmare, as completely emptying the bladder becomes difficult. An enlarged prostate presses on the urethra, making it hard for urine to flow, and the constant stimulation caused by alcohol only worsens these symptoms. In fact, studies from Prostate Health Support have noted that men who consume excessive alcohol are at a much higher risk of experiencing severe BPH symptoms compared to those who limit their intake. Another aspect that few people are aware of is how alcohol affects hormone levels. In men, the balance between testosterone and estrogen is key to prostate health. Alcohol consumption disrupts this hormonal balance, increasing estrogen levels and decreasing testosterone production. This change encourages the prostate to grow. If it is already enlarged, it can worsen urinary obstruction symptoms and increase the risk of future complications. Additionally, alcohol causes dehydration, leading to thicker urine and increased pressure on the bladder and kidneys. As we age, our bodies retain less water and need the urinary system to function efficiently to maintain balance. Unfortunately, alcohol hinders this process, and issues with urinary retention can become a vicious cycle of infections and inflammation. So what should you do? I recommend limiting your alcohol intake as much as possible, especially if you are experiencing BPH symptoms. While having a drink or beer occasionally may not cause immediate harm, excessive daily consumption will gradually exacerbate and undermine your prostate health in the long run. Instead, consider choosing alcohol-free alternatives, which will also help keep your bladder and prostate in better shape. 5. Milk. For a long time, milk has been considered a healthy food, rich in calcium and essential nutrients. However, when it comes to prostate health, it may act as a health disruptor. First, it is important to note that milk contains a high level of calcium. A study conducted by researchers from Loma Linda University School of Public Health found that men who consume about 430 grams of dairy products each day, approximately 1 3/4 cups of milk, have a 25% higher risk of developing prostate cancer compared to those who consume only about 20.2 grams of dairy products per day. These data may cause those who have a habit of drinking milk every morning to feel anxious. The relationship between calcium and the prostate lies in calcium's ability to inhibit the production of calcitriol, a hormone that helps protect against the growth of cancer cells in the prostate. A lack of calcitriol can contribute to an environment that allows tumors to grow. Furthermore, it is important to mention that many people are unaware of how much milk they consume daily. A glass of milk contains about 300 milligrams of calcium, which means that if you drink several glasses a day, you can easily exceed the recommended amount. Therefore, you should pay attention to the total amount of calcium you intake, which should not exceed 1,200 milligrams per day. To minimize these risks, you should reduce your consumption of dairy products and consider alternatives like plant-based milk, which not only has a lower calcium content but also offers other health benefits. 6. Carbonated drinks. Soda not only causes bloating and a feeling of fullness in the stomach, but more concerning is that it can irritate the bladder, leading to urgent needs to urinate. Additionally, most sodas contain a large amount of sugar, which can cause inflammation in the body, including the prostate gland. This excess sugar leads to spikes in insulin, which over time can harm prostate health. Even the diet versions of soda, which may seem like a healthier alternative, often contain artificial sweeteners that can also irritate the bladder. A lesser-known fact is that these sweeteners, although low in calories, can negatively impact urinary health. It's important to remember that these alternatives may not be as harmless as they appear. Therefore, I recommend limiting your consumption of these beverages to protect your prostate health. Instead of drinking a can of soda, consider choosing unflavored sparkling water or even herbal tea. It's also beneficial to incorporate a diet rich in fruits and vegetables, which can help reduce inflammation in the body. 7. Black tea. It's surprising that a type of tea can be harmful to you, isn't it? Black tea is a beverage that many of us enjoy for its flavor and effects. However, a cup of black tea contains about 40 to 70 milligrams of caffeine, which means consuming around 6 to 7 cups each day could be harmful to your prostate. In addition to caffeine, black tea also has diuretic properties, meaning it can increase the feeling of needing to urinate, disrupting daily activities and potentially affecting your sleep quality. There is very little discussion about the fact that black tea also contains compounds called polyphenol, which in large amounts can impact prostate health. While these compounds may have antioxidant benefits, their effects on the prostate are not clear. If you enjoy afternoon tea, I'd recommend considering caffeine-free alternatives, such as chamomile tea or peppermint tea. And these are the everyday drinks that can make all your efforts to reduce prostate enlargement disappear. I hope that the information we share will provide you with deeper insight into this issue. And if you need any help me to against this problem, tell me immediately. Are you interested in learning more about this condition and its impacts on your body? Please leave a uno in the comments if you are. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your loved ones. These will help us protect the health of ourselves and those we care about together. Let's work together to build a healthier and happier world. Wishing you continued health and fulfillment. See you in the next videos.